So previously on this Twitch and YouTube channel, we had talked about the dissociated intellectual property case where they had to take down the majority of their videos while the case was ongoing. And I had basically taken the stance of nobody should be for this kind of use of the YouTube copyright system. So basically, to summarize the last video, Dissociated were saying that they worked with somebody who was helping them to write descriptions for videos and helped them to like word a disclaimer in the description of videos. And when they fell out, then that person went and claimed all of Dissociated's videos under copyright using the copyright system on YouTube, which is an absolute abuse. I said this in the first time. It is an absolute abuse of the YouTube copyright system. Like to claim videos from before they even had met because there was like a sentence of a description that they had a hand in writing in. Like, it's just a crazy abuse of the YouTube copyright system. And basically my stance on this from the start is that I know that Dissociated she's a creator who makes content around dissociative identity disorder, and there are a lot of people who have a lot of issues with this particular creator, and they're controversial enough. There are people who think she's faking it, etc., etc. But like, I think that regardless of who it is, we should all be against disgruntled individuals using the YouTube copyright system to punish people or hurt people, because at the end of the day, this is a lot of people's like full-time job. So you know her side of the story was that this person was a disgruntled admirer. That's like saying, oh, you work in a big multinational and then they could just come in and just like delete your fucking entire back history of work and all your future earning potential just because you've pissed them off. Like, you know what I mean? So I just don't think anybody should do that. While it's being arbitrated, couldn't they make the videos unlisted or private? No, they're blocked. So when somebody claims videos, they can block them. So the videos are blocked. And actually, I'm not sure if the videos were taken down by DMCA, which is a step up. And if that's the case, they're gone and they can't be restored. Unless they might be able to be restored if you get a court order. And that is something that she said in the last video, was that they weren't allowed to put the videos with the views on them back to restore them unless they got a court order. And so she did re-upload ones. She got permission from her lawyers to re-upload, I think. So all of the ones that were like from before they met without the text in the description. But then like, you're uploading a video that previously got 3 million views. It's not going to get 3 million views again. Do you know what I mean? So you've like irreparably damaged that person's standing in the algorithm, which also irreparably damages them, their future earning potential. And the fact that Dissociated didn't upload for like a year because of this. So like, I hope she takes some fucking cleaners. Sergio Costa, welcome. I'd forgotten your name. Thank you for coming back in and reminding me. Okay, so we're gonna watch now. Okay. Wait, why can't I hear that? Hang on. That's why.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Dissociated, and we have some... Ma'am. Hello everybody, welcome back to Dissociated, and we have
Blended,
some amazing
multiple
news
alters
for you about the
fronting.
intellectual property case that we have against Mr. Sergio Costa. We weren't expecting to get a final decision until much later in the year, but we have our final judgment. Mr. Costa's claims largely failed and our counterclaim succeeded. Overall, there was only found to be a very small amount of infringement out of what was originally claimed. The opponent had claimed infringement of a disclaimer, but the judge found that we were the sole owner and author of that and that he had no rights to it at all. No infringement was found on any of the videos themselves either. Specifically, there were only findings of infringement relating to the pre-prepared comments that we drafted together, and those were known as the Sensitive Topics Joint Works. The scripts to the 3 videos that were made while we were working together were found not to be infringed, because after he asked us to stop using them by starting legal proceedings, we were allowed a reasonable amount of time to continue using them before taking them down, and they were removed within that time. We also won on our counterclaim. The judge agreed that Mr. Costa had unlawfully interfered in our business by making deceitful claims to YouTube to get our videos removed. The opposition, Mr. Costa, should not have persisted with his takedown requests once he knew that they were no longer accurate, because we'd already removed the content in question, and that content was the disclaimer, which the judge found to be our sole property anyway. So what happens next? This is not over. There will now be another hearing, hopefully next week, but possibly not until October because the court is on vacation.
Welcome, Psycho Dumpling. This is like a slam dunk. So it's a slam dunk win for her. I'm kind of surprised that even the videos that they worked on together were found to be infringement, because that's like me saying, like, going back and saying I used to work for this company and now I don't, so now you have to take down everything I ever worked on. That seems crazy, but anyway, whatever, I'm not a lawyer. Welcome, Callie Spallis, as well. That's a pretty slam dunk. That's a pretty, like, Sergio Costa slam dunk there. She didn't infringe. She took the works that they worked on together down within the required period of time. And yeah, that's crazy. And he interfered with her business by the way he went around it. Hope she takes him to the fucking cleaners.
In August and September. And that hearing will be about costs and to determine damages.
Ooh, I was wondering why you need another hearing. Hell yeah. I hope she absolutely... The problem is he's not going to have the money to pay this. That's the big problem.
Our position is that Mr. Costa should have to pay the cost of the proceedings, which is up to the £50,000 IPEC cap, because any infringement that occurred was technical, caused him no real loss, and we are obviously the winner in this case. We also need to consider whether we want to appeal against the very limited findings of infringement regarding those pre-written comments. It is possible...
Comments is so stupid. Fuck's sake.
That Mr. Costa will seek to argue that that very limited infringement will amount to some kind of victory for him, and that therefore we should have to pay his legal costs. So overall, while things have gone very, very well for us so far, it is not over yet. For the further hearings, we are still going to need our representation, and unfortunately they will cost more money. We would absolutely hate to have got this far and then get stuck halfway through because we can't afford to continue to the end of the proceedings. So on that note, please continue to share, donate to, and talk about our fundraiser, which is www.crowdjustice.com/case.
I do think if you're in a position to, like, you know, share at least, you know, donate if you can, encourage other people. I do think that she should fight not only for him to pay all of the fees, and if he does pay all of the fees, I think she should aim to donate the money, because presumably she's used the money from the fundraiser to pay her lawyers already, and so he would just be reimbursing her. So then I think she should donate the money that she gets back from that. But I also think she should go further than that. I don't think she should just settle for costs. I think she should absolutely rinse him here, because I think that, as I mentioned, right, you made her take down all her previous work, so she could make no income from all of her body of work for years and years before you met. Then she couldn't upload for a year, and then she had to re-upload old videos, which would have just been, overall, her standing in the YouTube algorithm has been irreparably destroyed. and the momentum that her channel was getting at the time as well is totally gone. And so yeah, exactly, Carbon. Seeking to restore the algorithmic damages would be nice. I would literally be going after loss of past, present and future fucking earnings is what I'd be going after there. Can I play Fortnite? I have never played Fortnite.
All the money goes directly to crowd justice, which then sends it directly to the lawyers. So we never touch any of it. We never get any of it ourselves. It can only be used for legal proceedings. Also, we didn't start this. We didn't start the legal proceedings, and we've been forced into this and forced into these costs by Mr. Costa, the opposition. It was not our choice to start this. Because of that, regardless of what happens, we will be faced with legal bills in the coming months. But thank you so much for all your support. We could not have got here without you. We absolutely would not have been able to get this result without the legal representation that we have, only thanks to your donations. And I'm so thrilled with the outcome and so excited to see what happens next. We still have our harassment case in the works as well. That is ongoing, and I can't wait to see the end of this IP claim so that we can carry on with our lives. All of us are so thrilled that we won the counterclaim, and that the only part of the claim that Mr. Costa had any success in at all was to do with the pre-scripted comments, which are considered to be the joint works that were infringed upon, which was a tiny percentage of his whole case. So I could not have asked for a better outcome, and I can't wait to see this through to the end and just get it done. So please continue to share and donate to our crowdfunder. We really do still need that money to keep this going and actually proceed with this outcome. And thank you so much again. It's amazing news, and we'll be back to making body about it, share the good news, and donate if you can so that...
I wonder are all the old videos back up then? Date added oldest. No, they're not. Wait, go most popular actually, and that'll tell me. 7.2 millions. Yeah, they're back. They're back up. But like, still, the damage is done. Oh, hang on. 31st of March 2019. What? Why does that say 2019 on it? That's... where is my... Yeah. 3 years ago. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. So that was only 3 years ago. Sorry. I thought it was 7 years ago. Let's see. Meet the Altars. 2018. Yeah. Okay. So they're back up. Excellent. Yeah, they must have just restored it. I think she was saying in the last time that they just restore it, but they wouldn't restore it unless they had a court order to do so. So they obviously have a court order to do so now. But not everything is back up actually, because this one, switching caught on camera 9 times, was originally had a lot more views. That was one of her biggest videos. And actually, yeah, there was more videos with more than 1 million views. So maybe this one wasn't claimed by him and the rest of them aren't back up yet. Oldest. Like, I feel like she's been making videos for more than 4 years. Although these are all... Yeah, look, hang on. These are all 6 months ago. So 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, then 1 year, then 7 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. So these are all re-uploads. The originals aren't back yet. Yeah, look, that's all the videos she has. The originals aren't back yet. So I wonder when they're going to come back. Welcome, Queenity33. When she said 50k earlier, it sounded a bit much, but now I'm thinking it's a lot closer to what they deserve. But 50k is just to pay the lawyers. Like, lawyers are ludicrously expensive. And good ones are even more expensive. So that's just to pay the lawyers. That's like, I think it's way more than that. Like, it depends on how many views they were getting and stuff. I wonder, can we go to what is it called? The website where you check people's thing. Social Blade. Thank you. Social Blade. Disassociated. Is that how you spell it? No. Okay, disassociated. Okay. 22 million views. So estimated yearly earnings between 1,000 and 21,000. Now that's fucking that's a wildly variant figure, but neither of those are enough to live on per year. And let's see, November 2nd to November 8th, 2021. That's when she re-uploaded all her videos. She got 8 million views total. But before that, look, minus 1.4 million, only on 10,000, 11,000, 10,000, 7,000. Those numbers are so small. So that's he absolutely murdered her channel. And then she got some of it back there, but it's nowhere near, she's getting about between 100,000 and, kind of 600,000. But yeah, wild. Let's see, actually, this will be a better one. So, can we go back a bit further? Oh my fucking God. Minus 33 million video views when he took all our videos down. Welcome, Ushmak Sean. Minus 33 million video views. Holy fucking shit. That. Oh my God. That must be that must be, for the algorithm, just horrendous. March 2020, they got way more subscribers. I don't know why. 17 million views in March 2020. I wonder what she uploaded in March 2020. She must have had a viral video. But for actually, what's the point? I can't look for it. It's gone. March 2020 would be what? February 2021. Yeah, no, it's gone. Unless it's this, is it?
Come on.
March 2020. Yeah, she was doing a lot of live streams at that time, and that one got 1 million. So maybe that's it. But everything else is gone. So you could look at her income before all the IP, see the trend, and then assess damages. Yeah, how do I do that? See full monthly statistics. Again, this is not hugely reliable realistically, but you'd still be interested to find out. Oh, interesting. Minus 5 million in early 2020, minus 3 million in May 2020. I think that's when they were having their argument. So that could be another 8 he's responsible for. Minus 16 million is obviously him, February 2021. Minus 3 million. Minus 4 million. And minus, 34 million now. So holy fuck. Add all that shit up and rinse him for the money. That's insane. And look at the drop then. So she went from 37 million video views down to 3. Is this weekly? Is this she's getting 3 million a week? Holy fuck. Wow. She's back up to 20. Is that total? That has to be total, actually. That's total. So she was on 37 million total. Then she drops back down to 3 million. And then it go... Oh, no, because look. Hang on. Does it go 4 million and then back down to 3? So it's not... It's weekly, is it? Jesus Christ. Wow, fair play. How's she getting 22 million video views a week? That couldn't possibly be correct. But she wouldn't have... What about... She only has... Oh, that is a total. Look, 22 million total. So it went back down again. That's what it was. Right. So there must have been another deletion here. As it went back down again. Yes, look at that. She was on 37 million. And then he brought her right back down to 3 million. And then she had to build it up again. Holy shit. That is how she drops down column. Yeah. So the person who said that she infringed on his copyright, the person who was suing her, he submitted a load of takedown requests and YouTube took down all of the videos. So he basically put all of her videos, or the majority of them, in the claim. And so she ended up having to, she ended up having to remove them. YouTube removed them. They said they wouldn't restore them until they got a court order to do so. So that's what she was in court for, to try and get a court order. So now that she's won, she surely should be able to get a court order in order to get them back up. Wild, absolutely wild.